The reason I started playing tennis is I started playing in Kansas City, Missouri, and we lived about a block away from public tennis courts. So my brother, who was older, and I would go out and play, and in the beginning he could beat me, but then I started beating him, so he quit. But the pro at the tennis court was kind enough to kind of take me under his wing. He gave me a brand new racket and some free lessons, and it was very easy anytime I was out of school to go down there and play. So that's how I got started. In my tennis career at East, we were clearly the major player in the state, the strongest team, and everybody on our team was better than all the rest of the players on the other team. I did not lose a match in high school, did not lose a set in high school. One of the reasons, though, it isn't as good as it seems, because other teams would realize that against us they didn't have a chance playing their number one against our number one, so they would reverse their lineup and play their number 8 against our number one, hoping that their number one could beat our number 8, but that didn't happen. Well, tennis really saved me in college. MIT was quite a stressful experience. It was all about academics, and there was a lot of competition, and tennis was a great safety valve for me because after studying hours and hours, but on the tennis court I could sort of relax and hit them as hard as I wanted to. So it was a great relief, and that's been true. I went on from MIT to medical school, and tennis also served as a good release. My career choice didn't have a very straightforward path. It wasn't a lifelong dream to be a doctor by any stretch of the imagination. And when I did get to medical school, I originally went because I was interested in the brain, and I was going to be a psychiatrist, and I did train in psychiatry. But I found that there wasn't enough science to it in those days, and so I switched from psychiatry to neurology, still interested in the brain and how the brain works and so on. Today, at my clinic, we do clinical research in Alzheimer's disease. The good news is we're working on some things that I think are going to have some promise and will really make a difference in people's lives, and that's very rewarding. Being in the High School Hall of Fame never occurred to me, and I barely was aware that there was such a thing. I suppose I did know, but Rich Hillway called me up and talked to me about the process of being nominated and what it involved and so on, and the fact that there was only one other member who had been a tennis player, CHSAA, who I happened to know. That makes it a little bit special, being one of the few. So I guess I'm honored to be nominated.